Long ago, near a peaceful forest river, there stood a tall and ancient mango tree. During summer, it was filled with golden mangoes whose sweet smell spread across the forest. Birds built nests among its branches. Squirrels played along its bark, and the river beside it shimmered under the warm sun. Living happily in that tree was a clever and cheerful monkey named Madhu. Madhu was known across the forest for two things: his kind heart and his quick mind. He loved sharing the mangoes from his tree with birds, deer, and any hungry animal who passed by. He believed that happiness grows when it is shared. Every morning he would swing from branch to branch, singing little songs and greeting the sunrise. Yet sometimes, when evening came and the forest became quiet, Madhu felt a little lonely. Other monkeys lived far away, and the mango tree, though beautiful, was often silent. Madhu often sat on a branch overlooking the river, wondering what stories the flowing water carried from distant lands. One warm afternoon, as Madhu was enjoying a juicy mango, he heard a splash in the river. A large crocodile slowly rose from the water and rested near the roots of the tree. His name was Kavi. Kavi was strong and powerful, but unlike many crocodiles, he was calm and thoughtful. Years of living in the river had made him quiet and observant. However, he often felt lonely too, as he spent most of his days swimming silently through the water. Kavi looked up at the monkey curiously. "That fruit you are eating smells wonderful," he said politely. "I have never tasted a mango before." Madhu looked down carefully. At first, he felt cautious, but the crocodile's voice sounded friendly. With a smile, Madhu plucked a mango and dropped it near Kavi. "Try it," he said. Kavi bit into the fruit, and his eyes widened with delight. "This is the sweetest thing I have ever eaten." From that day onwards, something unusual began: a friendship between a monkey in the tree and a crocodile in the river. Every afternoon, Kavi would swim to the tree, and Madhu would drop mangoes for him. As they ate, they talked for hours. Madhu told Kavi about the forest, about parrots arguing loudly in the mornings, peacocks dancing during rain, and squirrels stealing mangoes. Kavi told Madhu about life in the river, about colorful fish, ancient turtles, and hidden caves deep underwater. Slowly, they realized that although they lived in different worlds, they both shared the same feelings of curiosity, kindness, and loneliness. Soon, they became the best of friends. Sometimes Madhu would say, "Kavi, if I could swim like you, I would explore the whole river." And Kavi would laugh and reply, "And if I could climb like you, I would see the whole forest." Their laughter echoed across the riverbanks. One evening, Kavi carried some mangoes home to his wife Crocodile. His wife tasted the fruit and was amazed by its sweetness. "Where did you get these?" she asked. Kavi proudly replied, "My friend Madhu the monkey gives them to me every day." But Kavi's wife Crocodile was greedy and cunning. "If the mangoes are so sweet," Crocodile said slowly, "imagine how sweet the monkey's heart must be after eating them every day." Kavi felt uneasy. "What are you saying?" he asked. "I want to eat that monkey's heart," Crocodile said coldly. "Bring him to me." Kavi was shocked. "He is my friend. I cannot harm him." But his wife Crocodile pretended to become sick. "Oh, I feel so weak," Crocodile cried dramatically. "The only medicine that can cure me is the monkey's heart." Kavi felt trapped between friendship and family pressure. After many sleepless nights, he sadly decided to invite. One golden afternoon, when the sun spread a warm glow over the river and the mango tree was heavy with sweet fruit, Kavi the crocodile swam gently toward the shore with an unusual excitement in his voice. Looking up at the branches where Madhu the monkey sat happily eating a mango, Kavi called out warmly, "My dear friend, my wife has heard so much about your kindness and the delicious mangoes you share with me every day. She wishes to meet you and thank you properly. She has prepared a grand feast on our little island in the middle of the river. Please come with me today." Madhu's eyes sparkled with curiosity and joy at the thought of visiting a new place. Just then, a bright green parrot named Pihu, who often visited the mango tree and had quietly watched their growing friendship, fluttered down onto a nearby branch. She had overheard the crocodile's invitation and felt a strange uneasiness in her heart. In a soft but urgent voice, she whispered to Madhu, "My friend, be careful. Crocodiles are not always what they seem. The river hides many secrets, and something about this invitation worries me." But Madhu, whose heart was full of trust and affection for Kavi, laughed gently and shook his head. "Pihu, You worry too much, he said cheerfully. Kavi is my true friend. He has never harmed me, and today he simply wishes to share his home with me. Though the parrot repeated her warning and urged him to think again, Madhu's faith in his friend was stronger than his doubts. Madhu had never left his tree before. The idea of traveling across the river excited him. Trusting his friend completely, he climbed onto Kavi's back. As Kavi swam through the cool water, the river sparkled around them. Birds flew overhead and the breeze felt refreshing. But halfway across the river, Kavi could not hide the truth any longer. "My friend," he said sadly, "I must tell you something. My wife does not want to thank you. She wants to eat your heart." Madhu was shocked, but he did not panic. He knew that fear would only make things worse. Instead, he quickly thought of a clever plan. Madhu suddenly laughed loudly. "Oh, Kavi, why didn't you tell me earlier?" he said. Kavi looked confused. "What do you mean?" "My heart is not with me," Madhu said calmly. "I always leave my heart safely inside the mango tree when I travel. If your wife wants it, we must go back so I can bring it." Kavi, who was not very clever, believed him immediately. "Oh, then we must go back quickly." He turned around and swam back to the tree. The moment they reached the shore, Madhu jumped quickly onto the branches and climbed high up the tree. Now he was completely safe. From the top branch, Madhu looked down at Kavi with disappointment. "Kavi," he said gently, "how could you betray a friend who trusted you?" Kavi lowered his head in shame. "I was afraid of losing my wife," he admitted. Madhu sighed. "A true friend never harms another for greed or pressure. And remember this, a heart cannot be removed from a living creature. You should have known better." Kavi realized his mistake and felt deep regret. Madhu then spoke words that became an important lesson. Friendship must be built on honesty and trust. Greed and selfishness destroy even the strongest bonds. When Kavi returned home alone, the river around him felt unusually heavy and silent. His wife was waiting impatiently near the muddy shore, her sharp eyes scanning the water. The moment she realized that Madhu the monkey was not with him, anger flashed across her face like a sudden storm. "Where is the monkey's heart?" she demanded harshly. Kavi lowered his head and spoke in a slow, regretful voice, confessing how Madhu had cleverly escaped by tricking him into returning to the mango tree. His wife erupted in fury, thrashing her powerful tail against the water. "You foolish crocodile!" she shouted. "How could you be tricked so easily by a tiny monkey?" But Kavi, tired of her greed and anger, finally spoke with firmness. "Madhu trusted me as a friend," he said sadly. "I betrayed that trust because of your selfish desire, and now I have lost a true friend forever." The river seemed to grow quiet as his words echoed in the air. For the first time, Kavi realized that greed had not only failed to bring them what they wanted, but had also destroyed something far more precious, the rare gift of friendship. Madhu and Kavi's story teaches children an important lesson that is still true today. Use your intelligence when facing danger. Choose friends who are honest and trustworthy. Do not let greed or pressure make you do something wrong. Quick thinking and wisdom can save you from difficult situations. Kavi swam away sadly, realizing he had lost a true friend. Madhu remained in his mango tree, wiser than before, sharing his fruit and his story with the forest animals. And whenever young animals asked him about the crocodile, Madhu would smile and say, "Strength is powerful, but wisdom is stronger." Thank you for watching Toon Cartoon. For more engaging stories and exciting content, please subscribe to our channel.